Technology does not replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers can be transformational. George Couros. Good morning, Mrs. Ramos and colleagues. Today's presentation is about online assessment tools. This is a presentation for the course Online Assessment in Language Learning at Otemas University. As a matter of introduction, currently we are using different online assessment tools for teaching English as a second language. During this presentation, I am going to explain different online tools that we can use to improve and optimize students' capabilities. First, we have Seesaw. Seesaw is an application that makes students remember the vocabulary. Through this application, students can create a digital portfolio and we can focus on the skills of reading and writing. The assessment purpose is assessment of learning because the students can compilate pictures, videos, or audios in that digital portfolio. So this is a summative assessment. The suggestions for use is that the students can add Seesaw to their Google Apps. We can control students' likes and comments. We can share creative activities with our students. And the students can take pictures, draw, record videos, or reflect in their own learning. And we can give teachers immediate feedback. After that, their families can see their work. Here you can see the logo of Seesaw, and at the end, I embedded the hyperlink of Seesaw. Thingling. Thingling is a website that assesses students' understanding. So we can focus in the skill of reading, writing, and listening. The assessment purpose is assessment for learning because we can ask the students to read in the class story and then we can give them a formative assessment. For example, a guided reading because the students can answer to some questions about this story. The suggestions for use. The students need to log in Thingling with their Google account. The students are asked to read a story using Thingling, and the student can answer some questions for understanding. After that, students also can listen to a story video. Here you can see the logotype of Thingling, and at the end it is embedded the hyperlink of thingling.com. Lucid charge diagram. This is an application to make students apply their knowledge. We can focus in the skills of speaking, reading, and writing. So they can build diagrams such as conceptual maps, mind maps. The assessment purpose is assessment of learning because in this case, the students need to apply what they have learned in an information and then create a diagram. This is for a summative assessment. Here you can see the logotype of Lucid Charge. Besides that, we have some suggestions for use. Login is in Lucid Charge with the Google account. Students can have access as a student. Students can create maps, concept maps in a black canvas. and we can give feedback, or they can ask another classmate to edit it and work collaboratively. Students also can share it or print it. At the end, you can see the hyperlink on lucycharge.com. Story Starters. This is a website for native English speakers or university students. In this case, the students analyze the writing prompt and make a connection to write a story. This is very useful in order to assess the writing skill. For example, we can give a prompt to our students in the class, and then they can complete the information that is necessary in the story. The assessment purpose is assessment of learning, because students are going to write a story with the given prompts, and this is a summative assessment. The suggestions for use is that the students needs to go to scholastic.com. Students will be able to select a theme. Students need to write their first name. Students will select a format such as a notebook, a letter, a newspaper, or a podcast. After that, the students are asked to write a story, and also the students can draw what they imagine about the story. Here you can see a screen capture of the website Story Starters by Scholastics, and these are the different themes: the adventure, fantasy, sci-fi, and scrambler. At the end, I embedded the hyperlink of www.scholastic.com. Poll Everywhere. Poll Everywhere is a website where we can give a formative evaluation to our students, because they need to work with different instruments such as surveys, um, multiple choice, or questionnaires. The assessment purpose is assessment for learning, because the students will be able to brainstorm ideas about the topic using Poll Everywhere. And this kind of evaluation is formative. Suggestions for use. Students need to sing in Poll Everywhere using the Google account. We can select the type of survey or test that we want our students to achieve. The students can visualize their feedback, and they can download it into their PPTs or Google Slides. Here you can see the logotype of Poll Everywhere, and at the end I embedded the hyperlink of polleverywhere.com. Glogster. Glogster is a website to make our students create their activities. We can focus in the skills of reading, writing, listening, and speaking. The assessment purpose is assessment of learning, because students need to understand and create a Glogster using videos, text, images, and audio. Besides that, students can present their Glogster orally, and this is a summative assessment. The suggestions for use: students need to log in using their Google account. Students will choose a template. It's a variety of template depending on the topic. Students are allowed to add different multimedia resources. And finally, the students can share the code with the teacher. Here you can see the logo of Glockster, and at the end, it is embedded the hyperlink of edu.glockster.com to have access to this website. To conclude, it is important that we use these new digital tools because we can make our students to create activities, and also we can assess their progress in the course. It is necessary that we answer the question of why we are assessing, because we need to identify if our students are understanding uh, their lessons and how they can achieve it in different activities. After that, we need to consider the different skills that enhance the learning experience. And it is useful to use the Bloom's taxonomy because it assesses the students' learning through the different cognitive levels. So the students can also reach the objectives of the class in the different categories. Thank you so much.